Hey folks, my guest today is Anitha Bieberg. She's an alumni of the Silicon Valley Founder Institute, is the founder and CEO of Seva Exchange, which is a platform using machine learning technologies to galvanize global volunteerism by reinventing time banking and other mutual reciprocity-based services for the modern digital economy. Check her out at sevaexchange.com. Anitha, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yes.
All right.
It is Seva, by the way. Seva.
Seva.
Yes, it's a Sanskrit word.
SEVA. When
Sanskrit
did you
word
guys launch?
like
When did you write the first line of code?
Oh, we only started building our product probably December 2019. So it's in 2 years, almost, not quite.
2 years. Okay. And walk me through, what are companies or what are nonprofits? Like, who are you serving? Who are your customers?
Well, what I wanted to do, because while our MVP launched in March 2020, as you know, what happened March 2020, the pandemic. So I decided just throw this out there to communities. Our platform really is, there is nothing else like this, where anyone can ask for help when they're in need, and anyone can offer help any way they would like to, whether it's through time of service, through fundraising like money donations, through goods donations, and even lending out stuff. So no one can give you any excuse that they can't help their community on our platform, because we've given you every option.
Well, so who's paying for it? Like, is it the government of the community or an HR lead or something? Who's paying?
Yeah, so it would be the public sector that would pay for this, cities, smaller towns. We're going after those because we don't want to charge members. However, for nonprofits, I mean, what do nonprofits need? They always need volunteers and they always need money. So our platform helps them with both. So they would pay because they have, we've created features for them that's conducive for them. And then we've also included like an enterprise version so businesses can connect. It's like we're bridging the gap and building a completely new ecosystem of connecting all of these different sectors.
And so, Anitha, what's the average city or nonprofit paying you per month to use this technology you've built?
Honestly, the best number, if it's a large city, we have to like separate. So I know there's a borough in New York, is it Hudson? No, it's no, Red Hook. I think it's Red Hook. Hudson's another one in New York. But so you would have to break it down. I mean, honestly, if it's like 10 million people, the whole point of our platform is to build trusted communities. So if Facebook were to be redone, like envisioned, I would say that it would be Seva Exchange.
Well, so sorry, Anitha, just to dig deep, I just want to get a sense of pricing though. So you price based off number of citizens the city's managing?
Yes, for the citizens. However, right now, if you are a community, a neighborhood, it's free for neighborhoods. And then it's only $15 for a smaller community of, let's say, 200 to 500. We'll just give it to you for $15 just to start it off. It's really based on the features that you need.
Okay. So it's 15 per month for a smaller community of 200 to 500 people.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. And when did you sign up your first paid community? Do you remember?
Yes, that was last year because we had already negotiated with them. It was the Poor People's Campaign. It was a nonprofit in Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska.
Holy mackerel. Okay. So last year, first customer. Now, how many customers are you working with today?
Well, we've got 224 communities onboarded that are from around the world. So
are they all paying?
They're not all paying, but
it's
okay. I'm not focused on paying. I'm focused on getting people on there, right? Without the humans, the people to volunteer, there's nothing, right? It doesn't matter how fancy a platform it is.
Sure, you onboard them and then you can upsell, but how many have you successfully got onto a paid plan out of the 224?
We've got several nonprofits now and several communities paying, but I don't really want to give away numbers right now. We got to work. We've focused all this time on building this incredible software. And now I'm shifting focus to converting our clients. We've got like an $80,000 backlog of clients that we can convert right now. So I don't know.
Okay, got it. But so 224 onboarded, and maybe like 10ish, 20ish or so you've gotten over to paid, and that's your focus sort of moving forward, is to convert more of those over to paid plans.
Yes.
How have you funded yourself to date? If you've basically sort of been pre-revenue.
I had a few like friends and then mostly family. Yeah.
So you raised a little angel round.
Not quite. It was very informal. So it's just people who knew me.
Well, did you sell them equity?
It's a safe.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty standard. I mean,
Yeah.
are we talking like 100,000 bucks raised or like $1 million raised?
No, about a quarter million.
Quarter, okay, 25,000.
No, quarter million. So
A quarter
200.
million.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
250.
And that was back last year, you said in 2020?
No, because it's family, I just get it as needed. So it's about 250 at this point. Yeah.
But when did you do your first, I guess your first dollar on this safe? Was it
Oh,
pre-COVID?
oh, yeah, definitely pre-COVID. Because I actually met with someone who is a CIO of a company. It was a friend of my mother's, and I was going to talk to him about technical people, and he literally wrote me a check for 10 grand that day.
That's very cool.
Yes, but that's not a normal occurrence, as I've learned.
Sure. But okay, but this is great. You've hustled your way. You've gotten some seed funding here. You raised on a safe. Now you mentioned you might be thinking about sort of going out and looking at additional capital. Are you looking at raising more or no?
I am right now wanting to raise 1.5 million for equity round of 20%.
Okay, so how much? So got it. So you're trying to raise that evaluation of what? What would that be? Nine million post money, something like that.
That
You
could
want to
be.
sell 20% for 1.5 million?
Yeah.
Okay, and why is that the right amount?
Just because my teammate, we've looked, both of us have looked and studied, like Jason Calcanese, you've heard of him, This Week in Startup. We looked in all different ways and how we would convert based on how much we're just starting post revenue, the stage we're in, how much we built the product, where we're located. We're in the Silicon Valley. Our team is strong. So all of those factors that put in, it kind of helps you figure out your valuation.
Mm-hmm. So got it. So 1.5 on basically a 6 pre or 7.5 million post means you'd be selling 20% of the business. Now, do you think you need to really get revenue going in order to go get that valuation, or you think you could raise that valuation right now with the 224
I can raise that right now. If I get more and more clients, the valuation will go up. So it's better people if they want to, then it'll be I think the valuation definitely will much be higher. So I'm doing both because I can't stop. I'm still trying to sell it to as many people, and I'm fundraising at the same time.
But right now, I mean, again, 224, you mentioned, a handful are paid at $15 sort of per city or community. So if you get 10 at $15 a month, MRR today is about $150. So post revenue, but not sort of scaling.
It's not that much. But again, if I get enterprises, it's $1 to $2 per employee per month. Mm-hmm. So like I said, I'm not trying to make a buck off the citizens who are going to be volunteering and helping out. It's really off the nonprofits and enterprises based on the features.
I love that. You keep saying we. Tell us about your team. How many folks?
Let's see. We've got Martin Hoyce. He is my digital strategist. He's from England originally. He's been with me the longest.
Well, how many total, Anitha? I don't want to.
Total. Well, I had to do a shout out to him. He's basically my co-founder. About 7. And we have a team in India of about 7.
Mm-hmm.
They're contract developers. Yeah.
Did you find them via Coditas or any of those tools, or are these developers that you met like one-on-one personally and hired them?
No, it was a personal recommendation from another friend, and I did not regret that. I'm very blessed. They think of this as their baby, and that's cool. Very rare to get.
Yeah, no, very cool. So you own most of the equity, but your friend, it sounds like, has a little bit as well. Plus, you've sold 250 grand worth to your friends and family.
Yes, I mean, friends and family. It's always they're not in it to make a ton of money. I mean, I just want to pay them back, essentially, at least that. So.
Very cool. Okay. Well, this makes a lot of sense. What about getting new cities on board? How are you growing?
Well, I'm actually working with community organizers, one in Oakland, the city of Oakland, and San Francisco. So, as you know, the city of Oakland is, and also Chicago. So having people there who are part of the community. The person I'm working with is Africa Williams. She's also joining my team. It's weird. Every time I meet someone, I talk about it. Like, can I join? Can I join? I wish I could pay all of you, but it's volunteer based right now. But she is going and getting all the primarily African-American communities who really have been hit the hardest by COVID, but also by violence, gang violence. It's scary. I literally live 45 minutes from Oakland, but it's a completely different world. And I feel very blessed where I am. But that we need to help people. And that's the whole point of Seva. And my belief system is like dharma. If we are able to, we must. So I feel being in a privileged place, a privileged state in life, I have to help. And I mean, we all should if we can.
Seva, on that note, which we love, let's wrap up with the famous five. Number one, what's your favorite business book?
My business book? I've actually just finished reading one by Jenny Kassan. I can't remember the name right this second.
No problem. Jenny Kassan.
Yeah, I actually liked her book better than Brad Feld's Venture Deals. I mean, I know people are going to yell at me, but for a female social impact entrepreneur, it's the best book for fundraising. Yeah.
Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Yes, there's two CEOs. I actually like the one who created Papa, it's a company that helps with social isolation for older generation, and they match people, like elderly people, up with younger people to talk to and stuff. I mean, our platform already does that type of thing. But they focus just on that, and they've raised a ton of capital.
Okay, so the Papa founder. Number three, what's your favorite online tool for building Seva?
We were using, you mean the online tool? Oh, Flutter for sure. I mean, our whole tech stack was Flutter because you can build Android, iOS, as well as web, all on one code and Dart.
Very cool.
I will shout that out. I mean,
Anitha, number four, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
That's a good question. I'm working on that. Maybe four for sure, but 6 if I'm lucky.
That's not healthy.
Well, I'm on time zones everywhere, all over the world. I'm working with another great founder and civil rights activist, Tim Jenkin in South Africa. I'm working with people in Taiwan. So yes, I'm on all over.
Okay, great. And as we wrap up here, can we get a little bit more about your situation? Married, single, kiddos?
Single kiddos.
How many kids?
2.
Very cool. And can I ask how old you are?
I'm in my mid-40s.
Mid-40s. Okay, we asked because the next question is, and this is the last question, take us back to you 20. What's something you wish you knew back then?
Oh, wow. I wish I had the confidence to know that I could do anything I wanted.
Guys, there you have it. SevaExchange.com, helping cities, communities, and nonprofits manage their volunteers, grow their causes more effectively and faster and more cost efficiently. 224 cities, municipalities, again, nonprofits are using the platform today. Anitha is just now focusing on converting that into revenue. She's gotten 250 grand of support from her friends and family, now looking to raise 1.5 million at a $6 million pre-money valuation, selling 20% of the business. Team of 7 cranking along as they scale. Anitha, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thank you.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.